There's a yoga studio in Morgantown, West Virginia, where I live. And they have a whole wall where they have a bunch of different kind of minerals and crystals and things like that. And underneath each little container is a particular thing that this crystal or rock is supposed to do. That is one of the times it hit me that when we're thinking about religion and science, they're presenting two different worldviews. One is kind of this enchanted worldview, and one is a disenchanted worldview. The central goal of our project is, when we're talking about religion and science, to expand what we consider in the religion category.
Chris Scheitle and Katy Corcoran are taking a unique approach to studying the way religious beliefs affect attitudes toward science. They're looking not only at traditional organized religions, but expanding their view of faith to include other supernatural beliefs, a category they call para-religion.
When we think about religion, people often think of, belief in God or you attend church. And this is also how a lot of social scientists think about religion. And so then they study religion and science in that way. I'm interested in how what we think about religion and science is based upon a constrained notion of religion. Social scientists also have a constrained notion of religion based upon society.
We need to look beyond our traditional religion measures and think about what are some of these other things that are happening. Para-religion are a whole set of beliefs like paranormal beliefs, witchcraft, superstition, luck, things like that, that are similar to religion in it has some of these supernatural elements, but are not typically labeled as religion. Individuals sometimes think that science is the only thing there is, that science can explain everything, where the enchanted worldview says, hey, there's things that we can't ever understand. There's forces and powers and beings that are always mysterious. The scientism side basically says, no, there's not, that there's only science, and anything that can't be explained with science doesn't exist.
A belief in God or angels is seen as non-empirical, whereas science is viewed as empirical. And so one of the things we thought is that, there are more beliefs in non-empirical things than just traditional religion. There's belief in ghosts, there's belief in the power of crystals, and these could also be sort of categorized in a similar way to religion, and yet they're often not studied in connection to attitudes or thoughts about science.
What we found is that the effect of religion really is dependent on what type of science issue you're talking about.
COVID-19 vaccine uptake has been an important area for research, and a lot of that focus is on politics, but also religion. And one of the things we find is that the para-religion measures are more strongly associated with vaccine skepticism and lower vaccine uptake than the traditional religion measures. By far, it has one of the strongest associations. We have public health interventions where public health departments are partnering with religious leaders and partnering with congregations to work on trust, but we don't see that with those who believe in these para-religion beliefs.
Hopefully, generating this much research, and not just the volume of it, but the fact that it relates to things like vaccine uptake and other things that social scientists should care about, hopefully that will kind of demonstrate that people should be looking at religion and science more broadly within the field. Our project is trying to understand broadly how does this worldview of enchantment relate to attitudes and behaviors towards science.